Morning, Vanessa. Welcome, everyone. It's our monthly Tikkun Olam meeting, August 24th, 2026. Um, we have quite a few people that couldn't make our meeting tonight, so we have a small group. It's lovely to see you all. Um, Rabbi Ike, if it's okay with you,
Mhm.
can we start out with a devar from you?
Sure, sure. So this week's Torah portion is Ki Tavo, and so we're coming closer and closer to the end of the book of Deuteronomy, and this portion, among other things, is characterized by the blessings and the curses that come up in it. But earlier in it, I think was this Lital's Torah portion, Vanessa? I
I
think it
was
was.
just going to say you had a crack student who had this
Yeah,
Torah
yeah.
portion. Yes,
So.
it was.
But there are a lot of interesting things in this parsha. But the one that always strikes me and is most appropriate, I think, for our conversation is that the rules about leaving the corner of your field for the gleaners are here in this Torah portion in Kitavo. And one of the things I really love about it is that the very next verse, after it tells us that we're supposed to leave the corners of the field so that the gleaners can come and so that those who are hungry, those who are in need can come and help themselves, is the next line is you shall not steal. And the commentary on this is that what it's telling us is that the farmer who takes everything out of the land is actually stealing from those who are in need. So, the sort of the at first blush, someone might look at that and think, oh, the gleaners are taking more than they're entitled to. But that's not it at all, according to our tradition. It's that the farmer is taking more than the farmer is entitled to. That even though the farmer plants the crop and works the land and all of those things, there is a responsibility to take care of those who are in need. So at this time of year, when we do things like Mayo Tittim and we're distributing food to people who need it, and all of the various collections that we take up, there's sort of a modern equivalent, if you like, to leaving the corners of our field. So should always do those things as a community, as a synagogue. In fact, it tells us that when Jews get together and decide to have a community, that there are a couple of things that they must have, and those things in particular are a study house, a place for people to come and learn, and a community chest, a place for to give to those who are in need. So, so that's what we're all about with Tikkun Olam. So, may we always be able to give to others. Can you hear that sound?
Yeshikoach.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd also like to add that when we leave some for people, we're also leaving some for the earth and the insects and the birds and the animals. And when we strip the land, we're taking more than our fair share, whether it's to feed people or not. But
Right. Yeah, in that sense, it's stealing from God too, right? When
yeah,
you deplete the land.
yeah,
How about that we actually don't own the land? It's not even ours to begin
Yeah.
with. It's
Yeah.
it's
yeah. So thank you so much. I'd like to kick off our reports with talking about the birthday collection that we're doing right now for Fill a Heart for Kids. As you know, Fill a Heart, as you may know, Fill a Heart for Kids is a wonderful organization. They're based in Lake Forest, and they try to collect items, including food, snacks, clothing, school supplies for foster children or children who live in group homes. One of the things they do is birthday in a bag, and many foster children or children in group homes don't have a way to celebrate their birthday. And so we're collecting items such as cake mix, birthday candles. The whole list is available if anyone wants to look at it, to put together gift kits to give to children, and they like to include a small gift in the bag. So they've requested books, Legos, multicultural dolls. They said, please, no more white Barbies. We have so many white Barbies. So they prefer to have books or action figures or dolls that match the skin tones of many of the children that they administer to. So that's going really well. The bin looked about half full last time I saw it, and we're almost done. August is slipping away quickly. I think I'll check with Sharon, but I think the day we're gonna sort all that is hmm, hmm. I don't want to derail our conversation. I'll talk with Sharon. I just have a busy couple weeks coming up, so we'll figure it out. Um,
Lynn, I'm confused by one thing.
yes.
If we get cake supplies, who's baking the cakes?
Generally the the children are usually in a foster home or a group home, and if they have the supplies, there's an adult on hand that will help. And the way we do it is we take a boxed cake mix, and if you put a can of soda, like, pop, that can be poured in and used instead of the eggs and milk or oil that's normally used. And then there's a can of frosting and candles. And so, uh,
Okay,
yeah. So
thank you.
there's an adult on hand that could help with that.
Okay, thanks.
Sure. Anyway, if you haven't checked out Fill a Heart for Kids, they're just a fabulous organization, and I would love to work with them more if we can. Um, Rich, if it's okay with you, can you give us a little update on what happened with the Marquette Park March?
It's probably okay with me. I hope it's okay with everybody else. Uh, well, so I don't remember exactly when I heard about this program and sent it on to, the rabbis in Cantor. Basically, Imam in Chicago, along with Jewish, Jewish Voices for Freedom or Jewish something, and then Freedom Over Fear group was a broad group. We got involved with the Chicago group. Macomb was listed as a sponsor, and I attended most of the organizational meetings. Both rabbis were out of town, Jay, but there was a service at the Ethiopian synagogue on the south side of Chicago. Prior to the march, that was led by Bruce Elder and Cantor, a rabbi from Hakafa and Cantor J, and there was an African American woman from Atlanta who also participated in the service. Service was outstanding. We then went to 63rd and Kedzie and gathered as a group. And, there's a whole ton of organizations who were involved. And we marched to Marquette Park. To be honest, I think the program was a little bit long, but it included everybody and everything. A couple of rabbis spoke, but to be quite, the only Macomb people were there were Cantor J, Andy, and I. I was very frustrated with how the temple promoted it. And if we move forward with things like that, we either have to do a better job or not be involved.
Rich, any suggestions on how we could better promote that?
It wasn't mentioned at any Friday night service. I asked to put it in the Macomb at Home. It was too early to be in the Macomb at Home. You can't put things in Macomb at Home a month. It was
Okay.
it was not a pleasant experience.
So I have heard from other people that there's been some frustration with getting things in Macomb at Home or Macomb Weekly or the Macomb Monthly, Macomb Weekly. I intend to have a meeting with Holly about that and maybe David Morrison. I'm not sure who else I should include on that. We talked about it briefly, thought things were better. Maybe we need to have a little meeting.
The good news is, for better or for worse, Macomb, as far as the organizers are concerned, Macomb was a very active participant in this whole whole thing.
Okay. So we need to look at communication issues. I'm
I
making a
think we
note
need to
here.
prioritize what events we want to promote. And if we,
Mhm.
if we are sponsoring, in my opinion, if we are sponsoring an event in coalition with other organizations, it should be a priority.
Okay. I appreciate that feedback, Rich.
We
Vanessa,
were sponsoring of this.
Pardon?
We sponsored this.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Oh,
okay. Before we move on to you, Amy, I forgot to put this on the agenda, but Vanessa, do you mind talking to us about Food for the Ark, which I believe is our next monthly collection?
yes. Thursday, September 9th, right before Rosh Hashanah. The pod is going to be delivered,
Okay.
and I know where it's supposed to be. Because there's a lot going on with the entrance to the synagogue,
Yes.
and which you'll all hear about. And then we have it for exactly a month.
Okay.
And Stacy is ready. We have the bags. Stacy's ready to send out an email, and we're good to go.
Okay. Thank you, Vanessa. As always, we love our ARC collection. So September 9th to October 9th, it looks like.
The one thing that I would say, what? It goes through Sukkot.
Oh.
I would say to this group, if we could maybe take a hot minute to go through the food, because
Mhm.
if it doesn't have a hechsher, we could take it for our own food banks. The
Yes.
art gives it to a food bank, but why not send it locally to our food banks?
Okay. So it looks like the first week in October, we can have a little sorting.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'll talk to Andrea, if there's some madrichim,
uh-huh.
I try to keep a lookout because occasionally you'd be shocked. People put in produce and things that really should not be in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to clean some stuff out
Mainly
of the birthday
produce.
bin the other day because it wasn't what we asked for.
Yeah.
Sometimes people have good intentions. Sometimes their reading comprehension might need a little
Exactly.
attention to detail sometimes is lacking. But we love their efforts. Okay, thank you, Vanessa. We will definitely have help with the ARC collection. Amy, if it's okay with you, I'd like to have you talk about Hesed Circle.
Well, we're getting ready for the holiday bags. So we've been working with the office on that. Unfortunately, I'm going to be in Prague during that time, so it's going to be a little bit of a tight squeeze. But we're getting our volunteers in order. We're
Mhm.
working, we've got our list, and I think that we're going to move along. It's going to be as beautiful as it always is.
Great.
And then moving on to our tea, which is October 26th. I know we're not doing October yet, but the planning
That's
is being
okay.
done. And again, it's just going to be beautiful.
Lovely.
So I
Amy,
think we're going to
what
be
are
good for
are
that.
you just going to Prague or where else are you going?
I'm doing Prague with Ashley and my sister coming home for the holiday, and then I'm going to Barcelona with Bennett. So I'll be here just for the holidays, then I'm leaving again.
When are you in
Great.
Barcelona?
I'm going to be in Barcelona September 28th.
Oh, okay, because we're
We're
going,
going to be there too.
we're going to Madrid 28th.
Oh,
We're going
wow.
to Barcelona, the 9th, I don't remember.
So Amy, just if you would, please make sure that Bev and Marilyn know that they can reach out if they need help
Oh,
with
we're
holiday
on it.
bags.
We are on it. We are on a daily communication with Stacy. We've got it. We
Wonderful.
started ordering, all done. It's the
Okay.
third one. We've got it. Rabbi, you're going to be in town on that day, Monday, October 26th in the afternoon, because we'll put out an ask for you, whether it's a blessing or a prayer or something. If you're in town, we haven't put the communication out yet. We're writing an email now. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I guess, yes, it's still in there.
Still on mute. You're on mute. There
October
you go.
26th, I am
Yeah.
in town and it's in my schedule.
Yay. Okay, beautiful.
Cool.
Okay.
Amy, thanks for all your work on that. I'm looking forward to
Thank
it.
you.
Um,
Thank you.
I would like to take a moment to talk about our lunch packing that we did. When did we do that? Was it 1 week,
August.
A week
2 weeks
ago,
ago?
Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah, Friday.
the dates. There's so many. So our first one of the year with our Project Nourish was a little bit different than how it's going to be going forward because we want in the future going forward want to have lab learning students work on the packing on Sunday morning, but Love Learning hadn't started yet when we did the previous one. So we did it on a Friday night, which I thought was lovely. The only issue, of course, is that then those lunches have to be refrigerated until Sunday morning when they get delivered. And we found out that our refrigerator does not hold 300 bag lunches. So Holly, shh, don't tell anyone, let us use the Montessori refrigerator, which we're not supposed to do. But the stuff was gone by Monday, so they won't know. And even then, 300 still don't fit. So I took, I don't know, maybe 30 to my house. Luckily, my kids and husband were out of town, so the refrigerator was pretty empty and I was able to cram them in there. Hopefully, going forward, since we're packing on Sunday morning, we don't have to worry about cramming them in. In the future, if we're not doing it on a Sunday morning, we would need to come up with a different way to get all those lunches refrigerated.
And
Things. Oh, go ahead, Amy.
Lynn, am I correct that Stephen Miller wanted to even add more lunches for pads, that we were going to increase our numbers beyond the
So
300?
no, what that email from Stephen Miller was that the allocation of the 300 is going to
Hmm.
change. So the
Okay,
way this works is we bring 300 lunches to Jesus Name Apostolic Church in Waukegan. And they've always taken a portion of those directly to pads in Waukegan, and then a portion of them go to a community center that's attached to Jesus Name Apostolic Church building on the other side in Waukegan. And that's a social service community center. And they've always taken a portion. Pads in the community center would like more. And Stephen has just said, fine, we'll give them more and there'll be less here for our parishioners to take. um, the way it works is they have tables set up, and as church lets out at 11 a.m. on Sunday morning, parishioners take lunches. Most of those parishioners taking the lunches aren't taking them for themselves. They're taking them for other people who they know need them.
right.
So Stephen said, going forward, we're going to say one lunch per person unless there's kids, and then they can have more because they need them for
Okay,
school lunches. And there, I think Steven's just going to see how that works. And then hopefully we're not packing more than 300 because that's a big ask. The other thing we learned is that going forward, we're going to have to inventory that food before we start packing because some people misunderstood the ask. And we asked for 30 pieces of fruit, for example, and someone read that as 3 pounds of fruit, which is
right,
significantly less than 30 pieces. And
right.
someone accidentally signed up for 3 slots instead of just one. So then two, that's 60 pieces of fruit that didn't show up.
I
Um,
think it just needs to be monitored more carefully moving forward. That's all.
absolutely.
It
Absolutely.
was a first time for everybody. And I love that they didn't use our food on the Sunday that we delivered, right,
Yes.
Lynn? Because
Yes.
they were having street fair, uh,
Yes.
a street
A
fair,
block, a block
a block party.
party. Yes.
Yeah. So we brought all 300 lunches, allocated some to a men's shelter, which we visited and met. And they're up to 6 months in that shelter. It was an old firehouse that they bought for $1, and they
Mhm.
transformed it into dormitory rooms and showers. And they were so grateful. And then another 100 went to emergency shelter at the
Red Roof Inn in
Red Roof
Waukegan.
Inn, which is transitory for just 5 or 6 days, and then to a crisis center
Mhm.
we brought to there. So the food that we made really went to wonderful places
And
for
they were
for
very
the people.
thankful.
Yeah,
Yes, Andy.
Just a suggestion. Maybe when people sign up, the instructions that they get should have it, highlighted. Please read the instructions carefully. That it's really important that for food allocation, however you want to say it, but maybe
Yes.
some way to, give them a heads up that you really need to. I mean, everybody that does this can read.
I
Yeah.
also think there were some elderly people who are not familiar with the Google spreadsheet, and so
Oh,
it
well,
was
that's another story.
misread. So that's where we just have to be on it more carefully for the
Yeah.
next one.
We used Sign Up Genius, and not everyone understood how that
Right,
works. So I think we will
Generally.
need to either in person or via email reach out to people that have
right,
signed up to volunteer and just make sure, just have a quick check-in, make sure they're
right.
good. Again, going forward, it's going to be Lev families. And we're gonna, I think we have to tweak this and figure it out. Our next one is December 13th. So we
Right.
have a little time to decide this, and we'll talk with Andrea about how she wants to handle it with Lev families. But we'll I think put it out to the Lev families first. And then if there are still open slots, we're going to open it up for other people to bring in food. And depending on the age of the Lev learning students, we may or may not need additional
Adults.
adults to
Yeah.
help. We also probably did not have enough volunteers last time. We thought we did, and it turns out that we could use more. And so now we know that, and we'll have
Right.
more people on hand.
And
So
the casing comes off the bologna.
yeah. Yes. Bologna is trickier than you'd think because it has to be no pork. And most
Right.
bologna has pork. So we had
Right.
to really specify beef or turkey and people did not understand that either. So we got some salami and that's no good. For
Kosher
what?
bologna.
There is kosher bologna.
Yes, there is.
And other
Ooh,
people didn't
it's
understand that you have to
delicious.
pull the red plastic off the bologna because you can't eat
Right.
that.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know about kosher. I mean, kosher bologna would be 3 times as much, but
I bet it would. So I do know Woodman's had turkey bologna, lovely price. Um, so again, we're learning and it's all good.
But,
Um,
um,
yes, Andy.
yeah, well, just because I've done the soup kitchen for so many years, and
Mhm.
we did do this where we packed lunches at home during COVID, and where they packed them at Beth Emmett, and
Mhm.
this has never come up as a problem.
Yeah.
So
Tell
if they say bring, you can't bring pork,
mhm.
any lunch meat, how much to bring, and no pork, and then
Right.
it hasn't been, you know, it's I never run into this. So that, I mean, there must, it's not that different.
Amy, what did you want to say?
I just want to say that, in line with what Andy is saying, just a conversation for us offline. When I did for Beth Emmett and I was told 25 lunches and this is where I drop it off, it was a smooth operation. And everybody brought their 25. And it could be something that we can talk about
Yeah.
because it did work. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Temple
what I'm saying.
Jeremiah does it that way.
It
They
works.
have maybe 4 or 5 different families that sign up and say, we really can't come in to help pack, but why can't we just do lunches ourselves? They've got it running. They've been doing it for literally 20 years, and they have a good system. We may try that too. But we thought our first year, let's have people come in and we'll supervise the packing. And once we all know a bit more about what we're doing, maybe we can have people bring them in from home. So that is certainly an option. But overall, I would say very successful. We got a lot of lunches into people's hands who needed them. And we also learned a lot. So Andy, would you like to talk about the Make Less Mess dinner?
Well, can I cover everything that I have in one thing, or
Of
you want me to
course
go
you
back
can.
and
If you
forth?
have more than that, please.
Oh, yeah. First of all, the next nature walk is confirmed for October 20th. I
Okay.
sent that in today.
October
Uh,
20th, you said?
Yeah, people have asked. They missed not having one, and
Mhm.
anyway, they like that. What?
I won't be here.
Um, then there was the coat drive at Beth Emmett that we talked about
Yes.
last.
What did you find
Did I
out?
already get back to you on that?
No, not
Okay.
that I recall.
Okay. Well, I don't remember that either, so I thought that was for today.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
They would love to have us collect coats. They can be gently used. I think you could have, you know, other warm things.
Okay.
It does. I think, I wouldn't make it a sock collection or a mitten collection, but I think it would be fine if there were some, mittens and hats. It's
Okay.
it's any time really in even October or November. It has to be there by no by December 7th. And
December
I
7th.
Yeah, and I will be, responsible for getting the stuff there. I mean, I'll be
Okay.
responsible for that.
I'm going
And
to have
for,
to check in with Sharon, who couldn't be here tonight, just
yeah,
to make sure we have the dates. She's our calendar keeper. And
yeah.
so we're a tentative on that, Andy. I will get back to you.
Oh,
I just
okay.
need to make sure that the dates fit in with
Well, it's
other
pretty
things we're doing.
open. Whenever
Yes.
we want to collect them, that's fine. They'll
Uh-huh.
take them, and as long as they have them by then. Okay.
Okay.
The Make Less Mess dinner we had. Um, I think everyone noticed how pretty it was having plates that all matched that
Hmm.
were from the kitchen. Um, I I personally I probably didn't communicate or understand this, but since we made sure that our custodial staff knew how to work the dishwasher, so I was thinking that they were going to put the dishes in. I mean, we would clear, we do help, but that we would not have Rich would not have to run the dishwasher, and he did. But I
Okay.
don't see that as, we get there, we set up, and we would clear. All the
Mhm.
compost was taken care of. We had it was a very small group, which was probably good because, the
Mhm.
trial for the whole thing. Um,
Okay.
but anyway, that's what it was. And I forgot, the next one is, I have it written down, but I didn't think about having it ready for you.
For what it's worth, the dishwasher machine, not the person, did very well.
Oh, good. Good. Well, we can
Hey,
clarify.
I'm sure the person did very well as well, Rich. Come on.
Okay.
We can clarify responsibility for the dishwasher going forward. So that's something we can certainly
So, like, I
add.
know that afterwards, after the second load, we left stuff to dry. We didn't dry everything. And I
Okay.
said to Juan or somebody,
Mhm.
it's unloaded, it's dry, and it's drying. And he said, thank you. So, I mean, I
Okay.
thought, well, that indicated to me he wasn't expecting more than we did.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
I hope that we can the plan is to start having onegs with real cups and using the dishwasher.
Great. Instead of throwing away a
Right.
cup that's been used
Yeah.
for
Yeah. I would just
5
say on
minutes.
behalf of the green group, I was a little disappointed yesterday, but someone kept me out of the garbage and pushed me away. Um, but
Which better?
not even the cans were recycled. And I think that's shameful. I mean, just because
Was
we
there a
got in another,
recycling bin outside?
I did not see one.
Okay. We can ask about that too.
Yeah. If it was my responsibility, I would do it. I mean, that would be fine. It wasn't in my thinking about.
No, that's not necessarily your responsibility. That's something we can ask for.
And then, since nobody's here, we do have the pollinator garden that we had a work day for yesterday.
Okay.
So I think it's looking really nice,
Mhm.
cleaned up,
Nice.
and I hope it gets noticed. We moved all the rocks,
Okay.
the stones. They had gotten all buried, and
Mhm.
that's what happens to stones.
Yeah.
They get
Okay.
buried. So they're all cleaned, And we could actually have more if somebody said I should tell Holly she likes to make them, but they're showing up more.
Okay,
So, anyway,
that's lovely. Thank you.
okay.
Andy, I just want to
Yeah.
clarify. You were talking about no recycling at the concert yesterday. Is that what you were talking about, or
Yeah. Yeah.
okay?
Did you see it? Any?
No, I didn't. And I'm guessing nobody thought of it because we didn't put anything out. We weren't serving anything,
Yeah.
so we didn't
Right.
think about
Well, the
what
cups,
people
we
would
we
bring.
had drinks and those cups were compostable.
Yeah.
And whoever kept Andy out of the garbage.
Really, literally said no. Just go.
Who was it?
Oh, it was Elaine Greenberg.
Oh,
She,
Yeah.
no, because
Elaine didn't let you go through the garbage.
no, but it was hard.
Okay.
Also, there is one more thing. Is that okay?
Yes.
But it's on the green group thing.
Okay.
I went to a webinar from the Jewish Jewish Earth Alliance. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And the speaker was Reverend Fletcher Harper, who's actually internationally known. He's the head of Green
Okay.
Faith, which is an international organization. He gave a wonderful talk on repealing HR 1
Okay.
and starting a campaign for that, which I would like to see. I sent Sharon, I have an attachment that has the letter that we could use, even though it's always nice to change it. And
Okay.
really, the only person I see making a difference now is Brad Schneider. I don't think we should send it to Daniel Biss thinking he's going to be the next. I mean, it seems a little presumptuous.
Okay.
But, Jan won't be there. But this is preparing for the next Congress to make
Okay.
this a priority, and it covers every issue. I mean, everybody
Okay.
knows about the one big beautiful bill. It's
Yeah.
pretty ugly.
Yeah. Yeah.
If this isn't the next Congress, we got a big problem.
So,
So,
But we're not political. That was a non-political statement, by the way.
okay. So Andy, I think you sent that to Sharon and me,
Yeah.
and maybe Amy.
I got it
today.
too.
Okay, I think I got that today. We're going to take a look at that, and then we might need more details from you, so I'll
Great.
get back to you.
well, I think we kind of need a plan.
Yes.
Yeah. But at
We
least
need a
you know
plan.
the Jewish Earth Alliance and that it's,
Okay,
legitimate on a bigger, it's not just me.
right.
It's a good idea.
It's fine if it's just you, Andy. But yes, I hear you, and we'll get more details and get that publicized. Okay.
Thank you.
Do you have any more, Andy, or are we good for the green group? Thank you so much. Amy, are you able to speak a bit about Ma'ot Shatim deliveries?
Well, I do know that I'm
Or
not able to
Ellen?
do it. Alan, there you go.
I'm gonna preempt Amy, if that's okay.
Of
I would
course.
love it.
Yesterday we packed non-perishable food, about 4,000 boxes. We normally Rabbi brings a group of students there, but of course school's not in session yet, so that couldn't be accomplished. But we had a lot of volunteers pack boxes. Next Sunday, August 31st, is delivery day.
August
Okay.
30th.
And if anybody on the screen, or if you know of anybody who can pick up packages at the former Toys R Us and deliver them, it would be very helpful. Again, the timing this year has made it more difficult just because people are still away and schools are not in session. So if you know of anybody who can do that, they just go on the Mayo Chatim website and register ahead of time. That's better than just showing up.
Okay. And then I'm going to ask Sharon to put that back on the Facebook page again, because now we're kind of at crunch time for this. And then I'll see what else we can do to get the word out on that, because we have less than a week to get
Right.
more people signed up.
Thank you.
Sure.
Can I can I jump in on one other thing?
Of course you can.
I don't want to create competition. Andy was talking about the coat drive.
Yes.
We have each year um, made requests for the Refugee One winter clothing drive,
Okay.
which is coats plus more. Um, I hope we can still do that. I don't want to feel
Uh-huh.
that that's preempted because we're gathering coats for somewhere else. I don't know how best to work that out.
I think
And
we've done both, honestly, in the
okay,
past. Our one hitch in our calendar this year is that our Hanukkah gift drive is going to be much earlier than normal because Hanukkah is very early this year, and we'll need to get all of that done before Thanksgiving. Often we have all of November and part of December to work on that. So I'm going to check with Sharon, who again is our calendar person. And I'm going to talk to her about both the Refugee One coat drive and the Beth Emmett Soup Kitchen coat drive. And I hope that we can squish those in. We will
okay.
do our
Thank you. And
best.
I'm going to check tomorrow about getting details on the items that can be used
Okay.
and the dates.
Okay. Sounds good. I would appreciate more detail on what they want and what they don't want, because the more specific we make our request, the more likely we are to get what they need.
Okay.
And Alan, while we're talking, if it's okay with everyone, I'd like to skip ahead a little bit on the agenda. Um, Alan, I believe you know Becca Ludlow at JCUA.
Yes.
I spoke with
Yes.
her today, just a preliminary conversation. JCUA would like to do a refugee and immigration event at Macomb. They're hoping to do it for sometime in October or November. I need Sharon and Vanessa to help me with dates and trying to fit this in. She said that if we do it in person, it's a 90-minute presentation because she will include a question and answer time. If we
That's
do,
that's a super long
That's a
presentation.
long
I know.
time.
That's a
That's too long.
She does these all the time. She says she does 90 minutes because I said, oh no, you're going to lose people. We could
I
always
mean,
do it shorter.
yeah, the
Um,
Sundays are taken up already.
I know they are. So she says her Sundays are full. So she's looking at a weeknight if we can. I don't know if we have any weeknights.
Oh.
I know. So I told her I can't promise any like date and time slots. I will have to consult with everyone and get back to her. If we can't do it this fall, this issue isn't going away. We can certainly do it later. But
That was going to be my recommendation that we hold off
okay,
until after the election, after the new year.
okay,
Maybe a
uh,
slightly different presentation.
okay,
And couldn't it be in the afternoon on a weekday afternoon?
maybe I will
Mm.
ask.
I mean, who's your audience for this?
Anyone that wants to come, I think. I can ask her specifically more, but Um, up until next week, they were doing a presentation and information gathering about what congregants want in terms of what they feel is most important regarding immigration justice issues. But that sort of information gathering ends next week, and there's no way we can be part of that. There's no time. So I told her, let's skip that and move on to learning. Um,
Who,
so
Lynn, who did you say you're talking to at JCUA?
Becca Lubo.
Becca
Oh, okay.
Ludlow, I
No,
hope.
Lubo.
Luba.
Luboff. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so yes, Amy.
I just a little note that Alan and I even you helped, Lynn, too. We got our refugee family off to college. Arfat is
excited.
at SIU. He's in an aviation program. He's doing well. He's not in the program yet, but that's what he wants to do. He's
Okay,
doing well and adjusting and making new friends, and it's just a tender heart moment.
wonderful.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
That's really lovely. Kudos to all of you for helping make that happen in so many ways, not just the stuff for the dorm. You've been working on this for a long time with
Yeah.
him and his family. So that's really lovely. So regarding an immigration event, we'll see what we can put together. I like your idea, Alan, about having it be later. That's certainly easier.
Lynn, I would like
Yes,
the list of the synagogues she's been at, and I will ask
absolutely.
my colleagues what the what.
Okay,
She,
okay,
Becca's great, Vanessa, and she does
No,
good
no, I
stuff.
know,
But I
but
just want to I want to get a sense of what kind of program she's actually wants to do. I mean, she's
okay,
done a lot of trainings for, rapid response and,
okay,
different kinds of things like that. But what specifically is she looking to do?
okay. I will get more information. We had a 5-minute call today. So we'll go get more info. Andy, did you have your hand up?
I did because maybe 2 meetings ago or whatever, we talked about the Marjorie Kovler Center, who I did contact, and
Yes.
I told you what they were interested in, and I feel a little like they were so anxious and that we would do something, and it seems like they're not. Did we forget about them, or are they somewhere on the
Oh,
list, or I
they're
guess
on the list.
they're on the list? Okay,
It's just that we often
yeah.
program 6, sometimes even
It's
9
sort
months
of
in advance.
paired with immigration, I think, because these are
Okay,
people who are immigrants who were victims of torture.
okay,
They're all from other countries.
okay.
So it's kind of
Excuse me while I make notes for a second.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they are on our list of,
Okay.
of organizations that we would like to do something with. It just
Okay, that's fine.
got a lot of other ones too,
Yeah,
and
no, I understand.
it just hasn't been programmed yet. But I'll talk to Sharon again. She keeps our calendar. We'd be lost without Sharon.
One of time, I'm going to send you one other letter from
Okay,
Faith in Place. It's in coordination with Faith in Place. Rabbi was at our house. We had a meeting with them, and they have a campaign, and I
okay,
trying to help. But so I'll
great,
send you that and see if we can do anything.
great. Rich, if it's okay with you, can you speak about there's a film holding Liat and also about upcoming RAC Illinois.
Well, no, well, we're not, the RAC Illinois, the accompanying RAC Illinois, that's something I'm not aware of
Okay,
about going to Wisconsin. However, the Religious Action Center, for years and years and years, we've done postcards through the Religious Action Center.
okay,
They're expanding their focus to include voter protection. At least the way I say it is making sure everybody's eligible is registered, everybody who's registered has the right to vote.
okay,
We are registered. Not everybody at RAC Illinois is aware of the fact, but we are registered as one of the congregations doing it.
I saw that.
Yeah, well, that's, and so just to give you, and I'm just beginning to work on it.
Okay,
But I've reached out to Mano Amano, who is the refugee organization throughout Lake County. Whether we want to do poll watching, making sure protecting people, even offering people rides if they need to, or help them get. I don't know. I mean,
okay,
helping them vote by mail.
okay,
I've reached out to Barbara Altman, even though she's with 10 Dems. Hopefully, a lot of us become deputy registrars, so we can help make sure that everybody at the temple is registered to vote, If you moved recently with everything going on, you may not be registered.
Okay.
Um, so, you know, with the goal of being a 100% voting community, I've reached out. I know the people who are doing similar things at both BJBE. The congregations have signed up along with Macomb, Azor Shalom, BJBE, and Beth Emmet, and I know all the people there. So we're going to try to get together and compare notes, whether they have,
Okay.
I mean, BJBE is holding postcard writing parties. Uh,
Okay.
Not big
So,
on my list, but you know, who knows? So
well,
there will be a lot more to follow. You know, we've got, you know, I've got to make sure we get the registration link out on the credenza. The rabbi has announced it the last 2 weeks, which is appreciated. We've got about 20 people signed up already, but obviously maybe more people have signed up to help. Alan,
okay.
I'm sorry, Alan.
Oh,
I have a question. Um, I think it was the primary election. I contacted Waukegan and they told me we don't need any poll watchers, we're full. So what I think is important is to find out, and you probably already know this, but to find out that the best way that people who are interested can participate and make sure that people can vote on election day.
Right. Well, yeah, I would challenge the the poll watchers are, you know, I think we want, actually, watchers might be the wrong term. I think you want observers to make sure,
Okay.
you know, to make sure, you know, and what I think more importantly is I think we need, especially with everything that I think I'm hearing, is we need observers outside the poll booth, not inside the poll booth, because that's where if there's going to be intimidation, you know, it's going to happen. So, you know, and unfortunately, I think there's enough of a community around here that could become intimidated or afraid to vote. So, so I think we can
so
do it locally. But I really, but I appreciate your comment because I'm just now digging into all of this.
Okay.
Then the
So
other,
Rich, I know we've done the postcards in the past and people seem to
oh,
really
that's
jump
good.
on that. I'm assuming this time it will be like in the past where we don't have a problem getting people to do that.
Yeah, I reached out. Actually, I reached out to get ask for a list of where and you know what, you know, because I think we could start the postcards now. They don't have to be mailed for a while, but
Okay.
then the other thing is, and again, this is very early in the planning, is I became aware of a movie called Holding Liat. I don't know if anybody's familiar with it. She was an Israeli American who was taken hostage on October 7th, and and basically they followed through her parents. They followed the story from a documentary following the story from October 8th. She was released in this third or fourth wave of hostage releases, but they stayed with it till all hostage releases. And you know what, you know, their feelings both of being, you know, and controversy with their family, how they viewed the taking of the hostages versus what happened in Gaza and everything else. And it was an outstanding film. I've got, you know, I'm trying to figure out how best to present it to the community, the temple, and maybe a broader community. We've got other temples that are interested. The problem is, again, to what Vanessa said, it's an hour and a half movie, and they have a discussion after. So, you know, I'm trying to see if the thing's available on streaming early on. But again, something I would hope the temple will support and promote.
Okay. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, Rich. We will work on getting, um,
You know, just
yes,
yeah,
Andy.
yeah. I think that we should think a little more about using films. They don't have to be that long for issues.
Mhm.
And you know, I think they're very effective. I was thinking about it when you're talking about packing the birthday bags. There's a
Yes.
film called A Place at the Table.
Okay.
I don't know, has anyone seen that? It's not new, but it's about hunger in
I
America.
saw that before.
Okay.
And yeah, because I saw it. It's a film I cannot forget, and
Okay.
and it made me think. Because you go into people's homes and they are open themselves up, and it's a lot to.
We actually just got a new sign up for the Protect Our Vote campaign.
Okay.
Amy signed up.
Oh,
So Rich, I appreciate all your efforts on our RAC Illinois and other initiatives.
A place at the table is an hour and a half and it's free on YouTube.
Okay.
thanks.
I mean, these are films that are like I used to do the film. I don't know if you still do it, but these are so provocative and so much conversation about them.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
think there's a hunger for it actually, because it creates a conversation that you don't get at home on your couch.
for sure. Yeah, I particularly like a discussion afterward, whether it's a book or a film. I learn so much more. So that's something we can look at. The issue, of course, is if it's a 90-minute film or even a longer film, then when do we have time to do it and have the discussion?
But
But
if it's free on
There's-
YouTube, you can assign it. People
Yeah.
respond to that and then have the discussion.
That's
That's-
true.
Yeah, I was going to make a similar comment.
Yes.
I just interviewed a Holocaust survivor. Have to wait for the train to go by.
Yeah.
Um, there is a film called Unbroken, which is about a family of 7 German children who were all saved during the Holocaust. We told the audience members they must watch this beforehand, knowing
Mhm.
not everybody would, but we didn't want to spend time going through the
Mhm.
whole story. We wanted people to be aware of the background. And Vanessa, at some time I want to talk to you about this person because it might be a good adult ed program.
Is it YouTube, Alan?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
Unbroken with a capital B, because there's also a film called Unbroken about a man who was held by the Japanese in prison camps
Right,
during World War
exactly.
II.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And I'm going to apologize to everyone. I have a FaceTime date with my grandson, so I'm
All
going to
right.
jump off.
Have a lovely night, Alan. Thank you so much.
See y'all.
Thanks,
Bye,
Alan.
Alan.
Thank you.
Bye. Um, unless anyone else has anything, that probably wraps things up for us. Rich, did you have your hand up?
No, I was
No,
waving
okay.
goodbye to Ellen.
Well,
Oh, okay.
I just
Amy, did you see my chat?
You're
Yeah,
on
you're
mute,
on
Amy.
mute.
September 4th.
Sorry, what?
Oh, wait, am I on? There you go. I'll be there on Friday, September 4th.
Oh, that's when. So, you saw my chat that there's a liberal congregation in
Yes,
Prague?
and I already sent it to Ashley. I
Okay,
screenshot it and I sent
Great.
it to Ashley.
that was good.
Thank you. Thank you
There-
so much.
yeah. There's also one in
Well done, Danny.
Barcelona. If
Oh, that's
you
good.
guys
I'm
are
not
looking
taking her to
for
Barcelona, though.
Barcelona. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't get into.
Danny.
How long are you in Barcelona? Amy, just out of curiosity.
We're only in Barcelona for 7 days.
That's a long time.
That's a long
It's a
time.
long time.
We're only
Yeah.
there for 3.
It's Bennett's maiden virgin trip to Europe. It's his first one.
Okay.
Barcelona is amazing. Actually.
That's why I chose it, because it's a
Yeah.
very easy town to navigate,
Right.
a very easy city. That's why I chose it.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
such interesting
Hold on,
stuff
don't go
there,
anywhere.
interesting history. And of course,
I
the
know.
modern architecture is wild. I mean, this.
And the
Uh,
Familia
the
Sagrada
cathedral.
has no more construction. It is complete.
I
And
don't
I
think
get
it's
to be
quite
the-
complete, but it's more complete than it
It's
was.
complete
I
for
think
me.
there's-
It's complete.
I think they still have, I think, 4 more
Hold on.
towers they want to build.
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
But
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, they got the cross
We're
on the roof like a week before I got there.
Oh,
So,
wow.
um,
Okay.
but the other Gaudi places that you can tour too are really
Yeah.
cool, like
I
Casa
can't wait.
Casa
Batalo?
Batlló.
Batlo, yeah. I
Yeah.
know. I
Amazing.
know. south. Yeah,
And the whole town that he built kind of on the outskirts of Barcelona,
Yeah.
that's wild.
yeah.
That's a really amazing
It's
thing.
just, I hear it's absolutely it's my son's favorite city in the world.
Yeah.
That's another reason why we chose it.
Okay.
But we're not going to make it to San Sebastian.
I can see why it climbed my list of favorite cities
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were with a group, and the man said, "I like Madrid more than Barcelona." You know,
Oh,
he loves
okay.
Madrid. You know, it's just we're going to both, and
Yeah.
we've never been to
Okay.
Spain.
Well, I'll be
So
interested
you're
to hear
good
what you have to
travelers.
say, whether you like Madrid better than Barcelona.
we'll see. We'll
Uh,
see. So,
All right.
okay,
So
It's a great
I
music
should say about
venue
the
in
letter, but
Barcelona too.
regarding our
The
next
concert.
meeting,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to send an email.
ending it.
Karen's not here.
Okay.
And
All right.
Lynn's taking back control of the meeting.
sorry, you guys keep talking.
No, that's all right. No,
I'm
that's
gonna
all right.
go, but I feel like I should talk about our next meeting. Between
Just
Yom
hold on.
Kippur, Labor Day, and the two
This
board
is
meetings
ending
I
right
have,
now.
I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna do.
Just
I
a
don't know
minute.
how we're gonna do September. So we'll figure it out and be
Get
in
back.
touch. And I
All
need
right.
time
Or
for these.
maybe skip September
Maybe
Yeah.
we will skip September.
and doing
September is
do-
very
in October because we do have to get the gift thing going, yada, yada, yada.
yes. So stay tuned. If we can cram in September, we'll do it. If not, we may skip September because we're all very busy.
All right.
Thank
All
you,
right,
everyone.
everybody.
All right, have a good
Bye.
time, Amy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.